You think we're gonna beat all these games?
Zelda 9.
Zelda 9.
Four Swords Adventures.
Dude, I got...
Best game.
I got my feet up
You do. You're kicking
for this
it.
episode.
You're kicking it.
I'm kicking it, and this has never been a thing before.
Can I kick it?
I really like it. I'm a little farther away from the microphone, so I'm going to have to yell a little bit.
But
But
kick it too.
let's see.
We're kicking it.
So I hit the switch.
Are you kicking it?
Do I have to go back down
We hope so.
here? The Zelda game that we forgot to mention and completely glossed over is Link Between Worlds.
Oh, yeah.
The latest Zelda game that, in some ways, is one of the best Zelda games ever made. And that is because it is a huge response to fans, which is really cool. That's something that Zelda hasn't really focused on before, like in a direct sense, I don't think. What the hell is going on here? Did it open this door that I thought was a secret? Yes, it did.
Disrupt your ammo.
And
Gonna disrupt your life. And
yeah, by
Stop it.
ending it. Oh, it opened this one too. Cool. Here we go.
I think from everyone that's played A Link Between Worlds, I've heard good things.
You haven't played it yet, right?
I have not.
It's so good.
I do.
Like,
I'm planning on playing it this summer.
What's interesting
I'll have
about it
some
is it introduces a new mechanic, but not in the... Oh my god. I got super disoriented there for a second. It introduces a new mechanic, but not in the way that, like, you know, Twilight Princess or Majora's Mask does. Well, I guess Majora's Mask actually does it, like, with the masks mechanic. Like, that's something that's introduced in that game and is used for the whole game and is, like, the crux of it. But, and then for, you know, Link Between Worlds, it's the wall merging technique, which is just so good. And it's amazing because it seems so gimmicky.
It
like,
did look gimmicky at first.
Yeah,
like,
but it
in
gives
trailers.
such an extra amount of depth to the game that it's, like, incredible. It gives them so many more opportunities to make puzzles and make things more unique and interesting. And it's a great way for them to, like, hide secrets. And just from a game design standpoint, they do such a good job of, like, teaching you how to think about it. Like, you know, they show it to you in a very simple way to start off with, and the way that they just kind of slowly ramp it up is perfect.
Okay.
Like, you just adapt your brain to the way that it works.
Are any of those health?
Yeah, they're all health.
Okay, that's good.
But they're only 5s, so we gotta be careful.
No, it's okay.
It's a door. So yeah, in some ways, like, I could legitimately say that's the best Zelda game.
Okay.
As far as, like, objective design reasons. But then there's all those people who want to bash Twilight Princess, where you could say the same thing as them, and it's like, well, Link Between Worlds wouldn't be great if it weren't for Link to the Past, because there's so many references and it's borrowing the same world that they already built for it. And it's like, yeah, that's true, but somebody who's never played a Zelda game ever could play Link Between Worlds and
those
have
weird walls where they're not closed.
Yeah, and they'd have a great time. So yeah, I think that comes to the argument for me, I guess, where it's like, when you're trying to define what is quintessentially Zelda, you know, is it more like Link Between Worlds, or is it more like Ocarina? Because those two are very, very different in a lot of ways. What am I supposed to do with this thing? Shoot it? I'm supposed to go down here? Yeah, I'm supposed to go down.
Yeah, I guess I like the point you made about, like, it depends on what you define, like, we're dead.
Yeah, fall damage.
Like, but it depends what you define the Zelda as, like, what defines...
Right.
So, like, if it's like becoming a part of a new world, or like the dungeon experience, or like what, and each game kind of does each of those things kind of
the approach is a little bit differently done.
Well, like, if it's like, oh, I want it to be told a good story, then, you know.
Yeah, for some people,
like,
Zelda isn't about a storyline at all.
Yeah.
And for me, it is, because that's how I was introduced to Zelda. You know, as there was a story, and you were, like, adventuring through it, and you were a part of the story. And that's kind of what I'm looking for in any game. You know, there doesn't have to be a storyline in order for me to enjoy a game, but I really like games where there's a story.
Yeah.
So, yeah, everyone's definition of Zelda and what they want it to be is different. And is there another layer down here? Oh, there's a challenge point right here.
Is this death?
No, it's not death. There's more guys down at the bottom. Get in there! Oh my god. Recharge the pack.
I definitely won't be shy about being partial to Skyward Sword, though. Like, I really... Because, like, in terms of, like, Twilight Princess, like,
how did I kill these guys?
Like, Twilight Princess I thought was fantastic, but, like, I didn't... There wasn't... Wow.
Shoot. Completely wasted that.
Did it keep going as you held it? Like,
I don't know if I used 2 or if that was just what 1 looks like.
Okay.
Is there nothing down here? There's just 2 guys and nothing else?
That looks like a door.
That's not a door.
But Twilight Princess, like, didn't necessarily have a remarkable storyline. You know, it was just like...
No. Well, no, I don't think any Zelda game has a remarkable storyline.
No, but, like, I think for me, like...
They're all super basic.
Yeah, but I do think that in some of its moments, Skyward Sword had the best storytelling. Where, like, in like, a cinematic way, kind of.
Huh.
Where, like...
I think I know what you mean.
Where it's
like
well,
when you're talking to Impa, or, like... Yeah, there's a lot of exposition in the game.
Yeah. And it's usually pretty good in the game. And, like, where the whole thing where, like, you feel like you actually feel compelled to go, you know, after Zelda. Whoop! Okay.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
But then, like, if you kind of, for me, if you think more broadly about the entire story, then I would have to say it's Majora's Mask. Which, you know, I guess I kind of like... You're getting blasted. And you're blasted.
I guess I'm supposed to go up here because I haven't been.
Dude, this game's blast or get blasted.
It really is.
So, keep blasting.
Man. I feel like I'm supposed to do something with these, but I don't know what. Am I supposed to destroy them? Am I supposed to press them? Oh god. That would have been death for sure.
I mean, it's green.
Yeah, but it's not like as lit up as the other one.
Yeah.
God.
Do you like emergent storytelling?
Emergent?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's like we're in the process of playing a game, stories are created rather than like a singular story or a series of... that changed.
There we go. Just really hard to press the action button on.
Is it just like a super sensitive hitbox or like tiny?
When you're like bouncing around,
Yeah.
it's gonna open that up, I'm pretty sure.
And then, yeah, that one is a lot brighter for some reason. It's like the lighting on it. Or
Yeah.
something.
Guess there must just be one more.
But that means, so like,
I'm supposed to shoot it now.
that could be like where, okay, you play like a strategy game and you have like one person or like one character who like, I don't know, if it's like if he's like like a leader of like some sort of thing and or like an army, and like you take that army and do certain things with it, like the story he is being like, he has a story as like you do things, but like it's not the story that the game is telling you, it's the story that like you're creating by doing things with that character or group of people, things like that. Or like, I don't know, I guess you could say Roller Coaster Tycoon or like SimCity, like the people in like they have their own stories as opposed to like the game imploring a story on them. Is that something that attracts you?
I'm really unclear on what you're talking about.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if I could think of an example of a game like that.
Okay.
That has a storyline that, like, formulates as you go along. Or at least, I guess I don't ever think of the story of a game being set up that way.
Okay.
I guess I always think of it as being like
and it's only
a predetermined
that
thing
kind of have it.
that I'm being told or experiencing.
What would be a good
Like
example?
like even like something like VLR that has multiple endings.
Mhm.
Like I still think of it as like a predetermined thing
Yeah.
that I'm experiencing.
I guess it's in games like, and maybe it's exclusive to strategy games or like
Games
strategy
with branching
role-playing games.
storylines or
Yeah, where
things change depending on what you do.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess
this looks like a boss.
yeah,
it's
this
a
is going to be a
boss.
boss for sure. Well, you know what we're going to use against him?
We're gonna use the what's it called?
The disruptor.
We're gonna disrupt.
Tomorrow
his
on The
life.
Boys, we're going to disrupt this guy's existence because he looks like he would not be fun to run around and shoot. So we're just going to shoot him with a big green wallop. And we'll see you there.
End him.
And we'll talk about something besides Zelda.
Yep, we'll talk about that delicious soda in your hand.
Tiger Citrus Punch from Town Club. Go get you one. Check it out on the snack log.
It's just delish.